If the history of Hollywood has taught us anything, it is mamas, don't let your babies become child actors. Man, we have seen all flavors of amoral self-destruction over the years as young talent cracks under all that attention. But tonight, we have a different kind of moral rebellion on the set of 2.5 Men after Angus T. Jones declared that his show is unwatchable filth. Here's ABC's David Wright.
A TV star denounces his own popular show and all but quits on camera. Sound familiar?
I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available because if you try it once, you will die.
Nope, not Charlie Sheen this time. Now it's the half man of 2.5 Men, Angus T. Jones, who plays Jake.
Well, you know, I can't take all the credit. The cookie was loaded with pot.
His rant has nothing to do with drugs, or tiger blood, for that matter.
You cannot be a true God-fearing person and be on a television show like that. I know I can't.
He's talking about God, and Jones' conviction that God is not a fan of the show.
And if you watch 2.5 Men, please stop watching 2.5 Men. I'm on 2.5 Men. I don't want to be on it. Please stop watching it. Please stop filling your head with filth. Please.
CBS and Warner Brothers aren't commenting, but today Charlie Sheen weighed in, telling People magazine, with Angus's Hail Bop-like meltdown, it is radically clear to me that the show is cursed. The video, described as a testimony, appears to have been partly recorded in Jones's trailer on the set of the sitcom.
You're now with the Forerunner Chronicles, and right now we're out in LA, out at Warner Brothers Studios.
That man is Christopher Hudson.
Thanks for doing this testimony with me, first off.
Hey, well, thanks, man, for having me.
Also known as the Forerunner, a reference to the biblical prophet Isaiah and John the Baptist.
I don't have a church. Most of my ministry is online.
He said that gas rationing in New York City could lead to cannibalism.
And your baby might start looking like a chicken wing.
He's accused Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor of worshiping Satan.
Judge Sonia Sotomayor was a part of an elite pagan group.
People see me and they're like, "Whoa, you're Jake," and like I see this guy and I'm like, "Dang, man of God, Forerunner, right here. I can touch him."
On the video, Angus Jones makes it clear he's a fan of Hudson's, but Hudson says he's never seen 2.5 Men and was meeting Jones for the first time that day.
Everything that Angus said came from Angus. I was sitting there, and as I listened to Angus, if you look at the video and you see my face, you can see that I guess I was as genuinely, I don't want to say shocked, but taken back by his boldness.
Please stop filling your head with filth. Please.
I don't know if Angus's calling is to become a preacher. You know, I don't know. But I think that Angus should follow the leadership of the Holy Spirit upon his life.
Others aren't so sure. First and foremost, Jones's mother. She reportedly said she's concerned her son is being exploited by this church. On the video, Jones suggests his recent conversion to Seventh-day Adventism caused a rift.
Of course, all my family, and not all my family, but some of my family were like, "Oh, he's going to that SDA church, those cults, those are cult." No, like trying to tell me to get out of there.
Today, the Seventh-day Adventists were distancing themselves, noting for the record that the Forerunner Chronicles is not a ministry operated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and its host is not a pastor of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Connie Vandeman Jeffrey, who produces and hosts an Adventist TV show, did her own interview with Jones last October.
But there's a real specific reason that we've invited Angus today.
In it, he talked about his conversion, but did not trash the sitcom.
I would feel badly if people, you know, thought less of him or thought, because I think he's a very sincere, balanced young man.
Dr. Damon Raskin also sees the video as unhealthy, a form of self-loathing. He's a former child actor himself. That's him on 8 is Enough. Raskin went on to become a doctor whose patients include actors struggling with addiction.
He's done so well for himself and been for years growing up on this show, and then all of a sudden decides to say, you know, I'm denouncing this show, please don't watch it. It seems very self-destructive to me.
This is a cry for help.
Absolutely.
The Forerunner, Christopher Hudson, doesn't buy that.
He's making $300,000+ per episode. How many people wouldn't want to be in that position? So when people see you ready to stand up and walk away from that type of money, then they'll look at you and say you must be crazy. So The reason why people look upon his action as being a meltdown is because they've never walked in those shoes before. And anybody that's a servant of God and that's a Christian does not believe that he's having a meltdown.
What a surprise!
Whatever it was, he and his colleagues will have time to mull it over. He isn't due to be back on the set until after the holidays. And tonight, Angus Jones issued a statement. I apologize if my remarks reflect me showing indifference to and disrespect of my colleagues and a lack of appreciation of the extraordinary opportunity of which I have been blessed. I never intended that. The statement does not make it clear if he intends to honor the remainder of his contract. And if he does want out, well, on this particular show, there is a precedent. I'm David Wright for Nightline in Hollywood.